Hey, what's up, everybody? Today's review is a request from Paco. He wanted me to go to Don Quijote and look at their bentos. And I admit I have never been to this Don Quijote since I was probably a child. It was that long ago. To show how old I am, it was Holiday Mart. Then it became Dae, and then it became what it is, Don Quijote. And when you entered, there was a stairwell to the left, and you would go up the stairs, and that used to be the bathroom. That's how old I am. So I have been to Don Quijote. It's just that I usually go to the Pearl City one or the Waipahu one. And I heard the bentos and the sushi here in the town one in Honolulu is better than those locations, which I agree. After visiting, it is amazing. So I'm going to do a couple of dishes that they offer, and I'm going to show you as I go along what it looks like. So basically, if you've never been here and you're a tourist looking to visit, it's the perfect place to be. It's near Waikiki. If you don't know what Don Quijote is, it is a Japanese-owned store. I would compare it to a Walmart, a Japanese version of a Walmart. So they have, when you enter, different Japanese items that you can't find anywhere else, from food to makeup to electronics. They've got it all, and including some really interesting, weird stuff that I don't know what you would use it for, but they've got a whole section of just Hawaiian gifts and chocolates and coffees and cookies. So if you're looking to take some stuff back home, it is way cheaper than buying it in Waikiki. And it is a popular grocery store as well. So most of it is a grocery store. It has plenty of fresh produce, including Japanese produce, such as mushrooms, and they have Japanese type breads and pastries, and a whole Japanese street food walk area where you can buy frozen Japanese products, tofu, daikon, pickled daikon, and vegetables. And on the other side, they have an amazing section with Japanese soft drinks, the bentos, freshly made sushi, and they're high quality things. For a grocery store, I would trust this sushi, definitely. They've got a hot food item area, or okazuya, but they make hot food items as well. And they have just little bentos that are pre-made. So if you're looking for a bite to eat before the beach, you can also get that, and you can get your beach items. They have snorkeling gear, fins, stuff that you might have forgot at home, such as sunscreen. So yeah, definitely a place to go. It can get hectic in the parking lot sometimes, but there is a big parking structure across the street from it if you can't find parking in their main parking lot. So we're going to start off with the food. Enough talking. So Paco wanted me to try some bentos and stuff. So this is not a bento, but it caught my eye. This is some quality sushi right here. And if you don't know what this is, I'm going to read it off just to make sure. It's Nigiri bluefin Otoro. So Otoro is the fatty ahi tuna that you would get in a sushi bar. And this is like higher quality than the red tuna that you see in poke, or the regular red ahi that you see on sushi. So let's take a taste. Wow. You would never believe you could get this at a grocery store. I'm telling you. Tastes like the sea. Definitely fresh. You don't have to worry about it being like gas station sushi. Actually, in Hawaii, you can trust most of the sushi. Even the stuff at 7-Eleven, it's pretty legit. This just tastes super fresh. No fishy smell. It's just the taste of the sea, what you should taste, and it just melts in your mouth. Because it's so fatty. You honestly don't even need teeth if you were to eat this. Wow. I could totally inhale this. This is so good. You don't even need shoyu or anything. It's that pure and delicious. So if you're new here, hit the subscribe button, like the video if you like it, share it with your friends if you want, and get good food tips. But this is winners. If you ever see the Otoro at Don Quijote, I would definitely get it. It is worth it. So Otoro is a higher cut of ahi. Like I said, most of the time you can only find it in a sushi bar, and it's already expensive in a sushi bar. So this one is expensive, even though it's at a grocery store. It was $13.98 for 5 pieces of nigiri sushi. But I'm telling you, it's worth it. If you want to treat yourself, and you don't want to get fancy and dress up, and you just want to eat this in your car or at home, get the Otoro from Don Quijote. All right, up next is the Unagi Bento. And it's got unagi, which is a freshwater eel, I believe, grilled, and they put a sweet sauce, unagi sauce, on it. And it's over a bed of rice with some very brightly pickled Japanese vegetables. I figure I'd pick something new that I haven't eaten on video anyway. I have had unagi, and it's all right. So this is the unagi. It looks very tender and juicy. Lots of sauce on there. It's not dry. Good flavor. The one bad thing is, though, I found a bone in mine. They're very sharp and little, so just be careful. But otherwise, good flavor. Let's take some pickled vegetables here. Very nuclear pink color. But I believe it's thinly cut daikon, I think. It tastes really good, though. It's pickled well and cuts through the sweetness of the unagi sauce. Not bad. But there are bones, like I said, in here, and that can kind of get annoying. But that's what it is. It's unagi. So if you're not into bones, maybe don't get it. All right, we'll try this pickled cucumber looking thing. It's okay, very salty. A little bit softer than I thought. I thought it would be crunchier. Actually, the daikon is crunchier than the pickle. This bento is okay, but I'm not a big fan of unagi. I just wanted to try something different. But the taste is okay. It's very sweet side. So if you like sweet things, the sauce, you'd like it. It has a good amount of rice in there. The rice is cooked well, and I like the pickles. I like the daikon more, though. I think they're pretty generous in their portions. They gave a pretty big piece of eel, and it isn't dry in any way. I think it's more of a taste preference. I don't really care for too sweet things. I rather have savory. But if you really like sweet unagi sauce with the unagi, then this is for you. The price of the Unagi Bento is $8.98, so not bad of a deal for lunch. It's a grab and go, and it's already hot and ready to eat. Okay, up next is the next bento. It's a Butterfish Misoyaki Bento. Very pretty. I like the colors of the, even the plate, the plastic plating. It's very pretty, and it's got a nice pattern, and all the side dishes are very pretty as well. You've got your gobo kimpura, which is burdock root, a nice assortment of vegetables here. I'm not sure what's in it. It looks like maybe fern shoots, not sure, with some greens, carrots, and bean sprouts, and a little bit of, not sure if that's water chestnut. We'll figure it out later. We got that same pink daikon, a piece of egg, and a piece of the butterfish with a massive amount of rice. So let's dig in and try this butterfish. It's one of my favorites. I always eat it. A little too much, I think, when I feature Japanese bentos. But we got to try Don Quixote's one. So a little bit of rice and the misoyaki. Really flavorful, but different taste. This is very unique. It's good. I don't know what's in it. It's got a little pop to it in a good way. Very flaky, not dry as well. Very moist, and no bones so far. Rice is cooked well. Has a little bit of furikake on it, which is the nori, the little seasoning. And try the gobo. Good flavor. It's got a little bit of sesame seed in it. A little bit of carrot, a little bit too cooked for my taste. I like it a little crunchier, but some people I notice, they like to cook it a lot. So it's a little bit softer in texture, but as far as taste-wise, it's good. We'll try this mishmash of veggies. I really don't know what that black stuff is, or the brown stuff. This stuff tastes like a fungus, like the stuff you would find in Chinese dishes. And then let's see what this round white thing is. Yeah, I think that's a water chestnut. Very interesting mixed veggies, but it's not my flavor profile, honestly. If you're really into Japanese side dishes, you might like it, but a little too sweet for me. But I am really digging this daikon. That's really good to me. I think it goes well when you alternate bites of the daikon cleanser palette, have more fish and rice. You're good to go. I will say though, the butterfish is very meaty and there are not a lot of bones in it. So it looks like they tried to pick as much bones out because it is a bony fish. But I am enjoying the butterfish and rice part. Very good meal. And the price for the butterfish, the misoyaki butterfish with all the 3 sides of the veggies and a piece of egg and rice, is also $8.98 for the whole bento. All right, for our final dish today from Don Quijote, it is Paco's request for tripe stew. He says he loves the tripe stew from Don Quijote. I replied that I do not like tripe stew at all. I like book tripe, like in pho, but I do not like Hawaiian style tripe stew. Ugh. But I'm going to do it for you. I can already smell it, and I don't think I'm going to like it, but I will try it and be open-minded. So if you're not familiar, tripe stew is a Hawaiian dish. It's the same as our regular beef stew, but they use tripe instead. They use the thick cut of tripe. So in here, they're pretty generous. They put a lot of thick cuts of gelatinous goodness. Lots of tripe for me. Awesome. And it's mixed with, it looks like not your typical veggie for stew. It's like cut bell peppers and some celery. So here we go. It's okay. I can still taste that tripiness, the stomach. There's a smell, an aftertaste to it, which is why I don't like it personally. I know a lot of people enjoy tripe stew, but I will say the texture though is very tender. It's easy to chew. Sometimes people make tripe stew and they do not simmer it enough, and it's super tough. So if you're a fan of tripe stew, it's definitely simmered right, and you won't have a hard time eating it. It's very, very tender. Like they say, try it twice, right? She only gave me chopsticks. She didn't give me a spoon. There is no rice in this. I think these meals are made for you to take home, these particular ones, at the hot food section, where it's actually stews. They have stew. They had juk. They even had juk, which is also named congee. So it's a Chinese rice porridge. They had stuffed cabbage. Lots of interesting things to take home if you're lazy and you don't want to cook. You just make your own pot of rice. But I can taste the sauce. It's also very, it got that smell because it's cooking in it. So if you're sensitive to offal like this, like different parts of the stomach, you may not like it. A little bit on the salty side, but I think it's because there's no rice with this. But I think it would be perfect with rice, seasoning wise, if you mix it. But I think I'm good. I mean, I don't know. It's not really my thing, but thank you, Paco. I definitely, you don't know until you try. So I tried it. So thank you for suggesting it. And I hope it brought back good memories of you when you were here and eating the tripe stew. Definitely must be popular. You know why? Because I got the last one. She said that there was only one left on the shelf. I couldn't see it amongst all the hot dishes, and there was only one left, so I got this one. So maybe I'll eat it later with rice. It's better probably with rice. So I'll take it home and have it there. But thank you for suggesting it. So shout out to Sean. Bo, my friend, told me that you're pregnant with a baby girl. So shout out to you. Congratulations on having a baby girl. She's pregnant. and they've always wanted a child for a while, so congratulations. Okay, one more shout out, and it's to the gentleman that helped me find the sodas in Don Quijote. He was a worker there, and I didn't get his name because I was in a rush and socially inept. So, sorry, but if you're watching, you know who you are. He said he recognized me and watched the show, so thank you for your help in the store. I greatly appreciate it, and I'm sorry I didn't get your name, but thanks for your help. So if you're interested in their tripe stew and you're a fan of tripe stew, I would recommend it. I mean, like I said, I can say it's not my thing, but I can tell it's a good tripe stew, and I can see why it's sold out, and I got the last one. It's got good flavor, and the tripe is tender. But like I said, it's just my personal preference. I don't really care for it. But it is $6.98 a pound, and it varies by the weight they put it in. It's not like poke where you can request a certain poundage. They already put it in the bowl, and it's got pre-stickers on it. Kind of like when you buy a steak or a piece of meat. So this one was $6.42, but your bowl can vary by price due to the weight. All right, thanks for joining me and coming along this Don Quijote Bento find. I would say out of all of them, my favorite was not a bento, it was the Otoro Nigiri. That was fabulous, very highly recommended. That was delicious. And I think the Butterfish would be my second, nigiri, and then, the beef, the tripe stew would be my last. But yeah, there's many other options there. Not just the ones I picked, so definitely check it out and just walk along the aisles. There's tons to choose from and different things that you'll find something that you want and appeals to you. And if you like this video, press the like button and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time on another food adventure. Take care. Peace out.